In this video, I want to share with you my monthly setup for January 2020. As you can see, my bullet journal has a few scratches and damages, and this is because I use it all the time. I take it with me wherever I go, and this is, for me, the main theme of this channel that I want to share is the functionality of a bullet journal and how can I make my bullet journal function for me. So let's get right into January. To decorate my bullet journal, I personally like to use stickers because they're easy, they're fast, they're pretty, they're customizable, and you can add some personality to your journal apart from the text that you're actually putting in. So some visual personality, if you will. So for the monthly spread, I like to use the simple spread that also Ryder Carroll came up in his video. I'll link it down below so that you can have a look at it if you're interested. I don't draw out any boxes or anything because for my daily schedules I actually use a digital planner that works fine for me, and I don't like to write down my appointments double, so only the most important events go here. Here you can see me highlighting the weekends. This, in my opinion, looks pretty, and at the same time it gives you a good overview over where you are in the week without having to write down all the little first letters of the days at the left side, which I would never do. Here you see me working on my monthly trackers. So I actually use trackers, and this is a very easy and fast way to set them up, and it is very easy to use them because they're right on the first page. You don't have to use any colors or take any pencils or pens in different colors with you. You just make your X. I think trackers are a good way to make sure that you do certain things that you want to do, but it's important that you keep them at a reasonable amount so that it's actually realistic that you use them every day. And you see I have daily trackers and a weekly tracker. So my trackers are to do some Turkish every day, to read some article in Turkish or whatever Turkish, to read the news because sometimes I'm just lagging behind this, and to trackers regarding my health. As you can see, I use those succulent stickers, and if you ask yourself what these punch holes at the sides are, these are for my way to store them. I'm not the person for pink and purple, to be honest, but I really like plants and I like blue and green, and I thought those succulents turned out very, very nicely, even though they have pink and purple, and that's why I chose them as a theme for this month. So here I set up my monthly to-do list for the most important general tasks that are not daily tasks. And now you see me drawing out the section that I probably use most. And this is just a section where everything goes that is going to happen soon. So as you have probably realized so far, English is not my native language. And what I'm writing out here means soon in my native language, only that I kind of liked this word better than the English one, the English equivalent, so that's why I decided to write it out in German. And I usually put some sticky notes in this little corner, and everything that does not have a place yet goes here. That could be everything, whatever. On the next page, I usually have my notes section. This is a monthly notes where I gather all the important notes of the month. I also have daily notes You'll see that later. That's an important section for me. I always fill it up. I leave it pretty clean because I actually do need the space to write in, so I cannot fill it all up with decorations. And next to it, I'll track my finances, what I spend throughout the month. Both these pages are very clean because I actually need the space to fill them out. I always fill them out completely, and I cannot take up too much space for decorations. So as you can see, the way how I write out things here is not calligraphy, it's called fake calligraphy. I would love to be able to do calligraphy, but it needs some time to practice until I'm there. It is very easy and very fast to just use fake calligraphy. So I first write down the word in cursive, and I just I spread out each letter a little longer than natural. And then I just make every downstroke bold by redrawing it. And here you see that I accidentally misjudged the space that I had. So that is why I love these erasable pens, because I don't have to think a lot or hesitate a lot before writing. I can just write it down. And when it's wrong, I can just erase it and redo it, and it's fine and it's easy. Now we turn to the weeklies. As you can maybe see, I already did some pencil marks. I only did them because I didn't want you to watch me counting the spaces. It's very important for me to say that usually with the way I do my setup, it is not important to pre-draw anything or to do any pre-work on this. It's all very easy because for me, functionality and practicality is important. So here I create some Dutch dolls for my weeklies. Later you'll see how I use them, but they're very functional. If you're bothered when the page number is cut off a little bit, then maybe this is not for you. But it doesn't bother me at all. I like to use these stickers with the days of the week designed by Planning with Kay. I usually don't like to do much advertisement on my channel, but she is a small artist, and she designs her stickers herself. I'm on Etsy, and I'm very happy if I can support her. I really like her stickers, and I think they're very practical for the bullet journal. They look nice. You have all the important headers and the days of the week and everything you need, and every month she comes up with a new sticker kit. I will link her Etsy shop and her YouTube channel down below if you want to have a look at it. So here I realized that you can see the line on the next page, so I decided to erase it. And now I add the headers for the two sections of the weeklies. These are notes and my daily to-do lists. So in the upper section, I write down my to-dos every day, and in the lower section, I actually write down my notes that refer to this very day. because for more general notes, then I also have the general note list. And now you can see why I cut out the Dutch door, because the headers are visible in every week and you just have to put them down once, and that's very fast and very easy. The days of the month, of course, you could put them in more fancy in colors, but for me, this is just simple and works perfectly fine. And if you ask yourself why I actually have so much space for notes, I just found out through using the bullet journal that I need so much space for notes and that I fill it up every single day. Now I repeat everything for the next week. So if you ask yourself why I decorate at all when I'm all about like time efficiency and functionality, first, I consider it a free time activity that I like to make. It's fun for me to do this. I do it once a month, so it doesn't take too much time. In total, this took me less than an hour to make. Second, it also has the effect that when I open my bullet journal, it's just nice, the aesthetics of it. It motivates me to use it, even though maybe a very bad to-do list might wait for me there, or something that I have to do that I don't actually like doing. But I also use, I don't draw too much or at all actually. I just use stickers. I use what is fast and still looks nice, so that's the perfect compromise for me. Of course, in terms of time efficiency, it takes some time to set up a bullet journal, and it also takes some time every day to use it. And I still invest more time using it than I get out of it in the end. But what I do get out of it is being more organized. I'm a very chaotic person. I'm still very chaotic. But the bullet journal helps me to be a little bit less chaotic, and so on the grand scheme, it's really worth it for me. Now in the end, I decided to add some little more decorations here and there that don't take up too much space and make it appear a little less empty. And now enjoy the final flip through. I hope you could find some inspirations in this video, or at least enjoyed watching it. If you want to share your own strategies, how you use your bullet journal, how it's functional for you with the community and with me, please write it in the comments. I would love to read it. If you want to support me, please like the video. If you want to see more of this kind of content, consider subscribing. And I wish you all a good start into the next decade.